Hi, since we performed the initial setup, maybe it's the right time to check other knobs that Pfsense have. So from your Pfsense homepage, you can modify and you can add different widgets. For example, you can see the IPsec statistics if it is configured. You can view the interface status, I mean service status, which services are running. You can also restart the services or stop them. Can view the installed packages, and we don't have any package installed right now. Can see the traffic graphs, which is really useful. You can see the real-time graph for the interface traffic. You can have also smart status, as in Fallout games. This is for the hard drives. I'll go ahead and remove all of this, and I will leave just interfaces. And I want to see the interface statuses, which is used here. And I want to move this interface widget on top, which I can do just like that. So if we go to the status interfaces, we can see the interfaces configured and their status. You can see the packets in out, the MTU, and the type of media which is being used. Also can monitor our gateways, and if we would have the monitoring activated on our gateway, we would see that it is monitored, and we would see some statuses. Also, we can check the system logs from here, and they can be useful during troubleshooting. We can see the firewall logs, IPsec, authentication, OpenVPN, NTP, package, and we can configure the settings for the logs. You can configure and choose the type of compression, how many logs should be kept on the device, the log size for one file, and we can choose also the format and so on. In Pfsense, the logs are categorized in different categories to aid you when you are troubleshooting something. Also, we have the diagnostic tabs, and here we can see the ARP. We can use the backup and restore function. So, for example, let's say that I need to use this configuration on another Pfsense, and I just want to download this configuration and transfer it to another Pfsense. So I should choose the backup area, and I will download the configuration as XML. And if I check, this is how the current configuration on the Pfsense looks right now. It is in XML format. And if I want to restore the configuration, I just choose the restore area, choose the file, and I can restore the configuration. Also, if I want to back up just a section, interface firewall rules, I just choose the section from the available knobs. So I can see the config history when the configuration was changed, and so on. I can also go to the command prompt, and for example, here I can issue ping 8.8.8.8, and I can execute it. Okay, I can go to reset the factory default. I can hold the system or shut it down. I can perform some packet capture, which is really useful. I just add the interface where I want to capture the traffic, and I can choose different options from protocol, address family, and so on. I can capture all the traffic on the interfaces. I can see the routing table. I perform various troubleshooting steps like traceroute, like ping. Let's say if the ping to Google DNS is working, and it is because we have the interface working. And the most used tools to troubleshoot the Pfsense are the logs messages, the ping, the traceroute, and the packet capture. So, for example, if I go to the CLI and connect it via SSH, and let me just remove the known hosts, and I can connect. So here is our Pfsense. I can go to the shell, and I can ping Google DNS. I can ping google.com. I can perform a trace route. And the most valuable tool is the TCP dump. I just choose the interface which I want to monitor, and let's say that I want to monitor bridge 0 and see which traffic I have running on the bridge 0. And as you can see, it's a lot of traffic. And for example, let's say that I want to filter this, and I want to see only the traffic for this IP address. And this is the traffic which I can see. It's the command that we executed from status, and some ARP packets and so on. Also, if you go to cd var log, we can see the log files. And we can see the system logs, the routing logs, the DNS logs, the OpenVPN logs, the Nginx if you have it, the gateway logs, the HCPD, the VPN logs, and so on. So if you want to see the system logs, we just use the regular Linux commands, which is cat system.log. And if you want to filter, just pipe grep. Let's filter by bridge interface. We can view the ARP table from CLI, and we can view the routes using the default Linux commands like netstat. We can also perform a reboot from the CLI. Also, we can configure the users. If we go to the user management, and we can add a new user, and let's name this user temporary. Password, let's choose a password for it. 123 ABC, for example. 123 ABC, and we can have different details for this user, and we can create groups for the users and assign different rights to that user. So for example, let's go ahead and save this temporary user, and if I go to effective privileges and click add, I can choose from the list of the privileges which privileges I want to assign to this user. So for example, if I choose web configuration, all pages, this user will have access to all web configuration web pages. I mean, to all of these knobs here on the top. Also, we can do a more granular approach and choose which pages from web configuration the user can access. Also, we can give the user access to SSH, and we can give the user access to the we can deny the user access to the config right. I mean, the user will have only view right, and he will not be able to change the configuration. I will go ahead and delete this user because I don't need it. Go to users and let me just delete it. You can also use the update button if you have a physical Pfsense appliance, or you can use the development version, which is the 2.7, and this is the experimental in version used for development, or you can go to the previous version, which is 2.5.2, and it is the previous stable version, meaning that most of the bugs have been fixed in that version. And that's it. This is the buttons that you will use the most, and these are the buttons which should aid you in your troubleshooting sessions. Thanks, and see you in the next one.